Now I'll just show you now in a moment. Kenneth will show you the copper bullets that he's given to the copper boluses that were given to the calves. They're covered. Kenneth's going to show up on them there now. They're, yeah, see them there now. They're covered with plastic, but the inside them is actually little pieces of copper that resolves into their blood very slowly. It's a trace element that's a bit low in our land, and that's why we have to do it. Now you see Kenneth just goes down the whole way. Just goes down their neck the whole way. I have one here, Kenneth. I'll stop feeding in a minute and give you a hand. We'll just do this one nice heifer there now, and it's be better if Kenneth was outside. I'd prefer him outside than inside, but they're quiet calves, so see it there now, it's just down there. It's a little bit uncomfortable. It's like anything put down your own throat, but okay. Now I'm going to let out these calves out on fresh grass just after copper bulleting them, and treat black leg vaccination to prevent them from getting black leg. Aiming here on a beautiful May day. Now calves will probably just follow me, hopefully. Come on calves, suck. Yeah, these calves were born last September and October, and we had them over in my Grazing for the last month or 6 weeks, so we took them home, and now we're going to graze them on front of the cows. So I'll show you what we're doing. We're putting them into a paddock 2 days in front of the cows so that they get the pick of the grass, and they're not being bullied by the cows. So they graze on their own, and we move them as fast as we move the cows, they are being moved. So if the cows are 2 days in the paddock, they stay 2 days. If the cows are a day and a half in the paddock, they're a day and a half in the paddock. So we keep moving them to make sure that there's always a paddock between them and the cows, so that we don't have to move them all at the one time. So it means is if the cows are in paddock 5, these are in paddock 7, and then they go to paddock 8 and the cows go to paddock 6, and that's the way it goes, and that's the way it'll be for the rest of the year, until then we'll probably, when the second cut silage is taken off, we will move them over to my Grazing. There's a lot of management on these calves because we want them to grow, and we want them to be this year it's not a big issue because we have switched from winter calving to spring calving, but every other year we would be calving them at 22 to 24 months. But we are treating these the very same as if they're going to in heat. They're going for breeding next December. Instead of they won't be going in next December, they'll be going in April. So they'll be stronger heifers, and this is a once off because next year the calves will be all born in January, February, and they will be calving then at 2-year-olds in January or February. We don't like them beyond 24 months. If we get them 22, 23 months, it's really, really good, and it gives them, so it means is every day the calves are on this earth from the day they're born, they have to be thriving every day. You can't afford a week or 2 weeks that they're not growing and putting on the amount of kilos. So you take a calf, it's born around maybe 30-40 kilos, and we want them calving down at 550 to 600 kilos. So they have to gain up to 550 to 600 kilos in the 22-23 months. So that means that they have to grow very near 0.9 of a kilo every day. But with proper management you will, and without, we don't feed a huge amount of meal for them. When they are out all summer on grass, they will get nothing, only the best grass that's available for them, And as you see, there's the quality of the green grass now, and we'll show you more when we let them out in a minute in the paddock that they're going out into. So it's important to really look after them. So they're coming up really close. Kenneth is hunting them behind. Now this is the farm roadway that we put in on the farm about 10 or 12 years ago, and this gaps all off them. There's some there. We can let them into the paddocks in various different places, particularly in the wet weather. We can put them in at either ends and in the middle in a lot of the paddocks. So these are going out, as I say, they're going to be a paddock. There's a paddock between them and the cows. So they are going to be moved along. They'll be moved again in probably 2 days' time. Kenneth will determine the growth rate, and he will move them as currents they need, so to keep in front of the cows. And you might just pick up over in the background, the cows are over there. And in one of the paddocks that I done some levelling in this morning, that the ground was quite rough after the wet spring.